What are you doing? I think you either talked about this in an interview or you said it somewhere about some of the live stuff you've done in the off season from a prep standpoint. Has that changed at all?
No, that's the same thing.
It's all the same.
Summertime's the same.
So like, walk us through that.
So I would hire like 2 to 3 people at least to come and guard, and they'd be either D1 kids or like I have a couple friends that play professional overseas at a high level, and they're all different heights and different types of positions. And like this summer, I would set up cones so if I'm in like a certain spot, I would set up 2 cones, and the defenders in between there. So I can't get by them outside the cones. I got to get by in a small space. So then I'm just going through, popping out or off the dribble, different situations, but like learning how to beat them and those a big man, a guard, like different moves it's going to take in that situation. So I just rep that out, and it's probably like 300, 400 possessions straight.
And is it the same kids all summer, or is it different?
No, it changes some. I find the ones that definitely go the hardest, and then I'll keep them around more. And I used to, I think for me, like what I started, instead of just paying them a flat rate, like I used to make it more challenging. Like if they win a spot, like that's $50 in the pot for them, and like a spot would be to 5. So if they win 3 out of 5 or something like that. But by the end of it, I'm getting so tired, it's like hard to, and I can't go to the rim. That's another thing I try to simulate. I try to treat it like there's a big man there, so it's all pull-ups or 3 balls. So
they have a real vested interest in going at you.
And sure. I've lost a good amount of money some days, but I just look at it as it's part of helping me get better.
Make it back in the end.
When did this start?
I would say my end of my 3rd year in the league is when I did it a little bit, but then that's when I'm like, I noticed that that's what I thought made me better and better. Like I added to my bag and added to different moves and different shots. Like going into my 4th year, I really focused on like my mid-range game and just finding spots that I could really affect it. And I thought I took a huge jump that summer by doing that. And then this summer I focused on obviously keeping all that, but like shooting off the dribble from 3 and creating separation with my step back, which I think has helped me like get another 1 or 2 threes up a game just by the off the dribble creation.
What about your routine? What's changed?
I think I'm just more efficient. When I first was in the league, like I'm just going to the gym and kind of trying to figure it out. And like I had my trainer, Marcus Mason, since I was in 8th grade. So I've always been with him, but now it's like real efficient. Like I'm gonna lift at this time before, then we're gonna go in, we're gonna hit a quick hour or so, like shooting, balling, whatever it might be, and then just doing that consistently over the whole week or the whole summer has been good for me. So just much more efficient than just kind of first in there. I'm just trying to be in the gym as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. It does feel like we just talk about this with JJ all the time, but Steph is famous for this as well. Like with shooters, you have to have a level of that regimentation. Like there's only no matter how talented you are, there's only so much you can like just show up and make it happen. Like you need to be.
Sure.
I mean, JJ would go over the top because he would be like, I got to eat lunch at like 1:52, and like everything was like down to the minute. But at the same point, like if that's what works, that's what works, and it feels like finding that is a huge part of the process of sort of how to make it professionally.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it just you lean on your routine, and like I feel like that's just like if you wake up every day and like, oh, I got to get this done, then it's just those days stack up, which ultimately just make you that much better. If you don't have a routine, then I feel like you can I'll skip today, or I don't need to do this. But I mean, that's probably where JJ's just like he saw it work for him, and then he just kept going with it.
With the kids over the summer, are any of them local, or are you flying them all in?
There was a couple kids from UMass College. There was some some flew in. Kids I knew from Oregon that would stay with me and stuff like that. It's
a very intense way to
train,
get yourself better, because it's like Hunger Games.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. I think I'm probably crazy because I enjoy it so much because it's just playing. But
yeah,
I've learned to create it where I definitely think it's beneficial, and I definitely try to simulate the most game-like in it. So
It's always better when someone else is there, like a live body.
for sure,
Like if you're doing
I can't do
one-on-one
cones.
work, it's tough.
I can't do it no more.
But even like if I'm just working out and like I got my boy
Yeah,
who plays overseas, like working out with me, just kind of just pushing each other,
for sure.
learning a little bit from him.
Yeah.
So it's just so much better to have like a group dynamic to that workout.